It's November 12th, 2019. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Just gonna do a on the road with Kyle. It's a short video, kind of maybe getting some vehicular stalking on video. I hope everybody's doing good. Here's a light change right when I come up to it. Somebody was telling me recently, and I kind of rolled this over in my mind. Somebody was saying that the light changes were probably automated, and it's like your GPS is kind of rolling down the street, and they change the light on you, like either from DHS Fusion Centers or wherever. But I get light changes about like 85% of the time. And the really bad thing is I'll get light changes on lights that actually give out tickets. But I've gotten a lot of vehicular stalking today. Kind of when I pulled out the camera, and I kind of was just holding on to it, not turning it on, and I noticed that I wasn't getting a lot of vehicular stalking. So I kind of wonder if you pull out your camera, if they call some people off or something like that. I don't know how that would work, because it really, that the term auto mobbing really fits this well. Because it's just always running like clockwork. And I kind of have a theory. I think I've told you guys this theory. It's like you go out in your city, and there's DHS Fusion Center, like stalkers, vehicular stalkers in the area, or stalkers on foot. And they have like an app on their phone or whatever, and they kind of converge on your GPS point. I think they converge on your GPS point that's determined by information that your microwave stalkers, like the people who are hitting you with microwaves, give DHS Fusion Centers. Let's see if this light up here changes. I kind of just wanted, since I got some free space on my phone, because I ended up downloading that new operating system and freeing up a lot of gigabytes on my phone. So I kind of wanted to do a video while I was driving around. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's finding stuff. My ZVS driver's still really working well. And a lot of other people are trying it, and they're saying that it's giving them results. They're very surprised that it's working as well as it is. I want to see. I usually get some one light cars kind of coming out the cross street. I got this one red car today, there's a city worker right there. I had a one light postal worker, a lot of FedEx trucks, and then a couple of sheriff's cars going by me, and a chief of the fire department too. I wish I would have gotten all that on video, but I just kind of wanted to do a little update on the road. My car, the front wheels sound really bad, so I might need to. I'm working on getting a new used car, so I could drive around and not have to worry about my car falling apart. See, I think that's just a running light. That's not a one light car. That's just when they turn their blinker on, their light turns off. But yeah, so the ZVS driver's working pretty good. I don't wake up as sore, and I think I'm actually having some regular dreams. I think the ZVS driver plus Dave Case's CD is just really buffering down the remote neuro weapon attacks. It's kind of like my attackers are still there. It's still annoying, but it's pretty bearable. I can get things done. I was trying to think if there was anything else I needed to talk about. See, that truck is one light. I was getting a lot of tan SUVs with one light too, and they're really. It's like the people really take care of their cars and wash their cars. They're spotless. But then they have one light, better physically. It's like when I'm feeling really good, the gang stalking will increase, and then when I'm feeling really, really bad, the gang stalking will increase. But if I'm kind of in the middle where it's not the worst, not the best, the gang stalking is kind of medium. I'm not sure how that works. I'm not sure like how our microwave attackers, the people murdering us, communicate with DHS fusion centers to increase our gang stalking or lower our gang stalking. You know, I'm not really sure how that works. Yeah, but I'm gonna have some of the people who have been doing the ZVS driver. I'm gonna have them come on some live streams and talk about how well it's working for them. So Ken from Canada and Jeff has tried it. They're getting really, really good results. It's a really, really good solution. See up here, we got a black SUV in the mix. Let's see if I can get him. You see, in their cars that are really, really taken care of, like they're, you know, looks like they're just spotless. And they just have that one light, that one headlight out. It's supposed to signal. Well, you know, I think all this gang stalking, and we've all talked about this, you know, the gang stalking has many, many angles, but one of the angles to it is to really, really discredit us, you know. If we're talking about the remote directed energy weapons and the remote neuro weapons, and then we're throwing in, you know, community policing, vehicular stalking, light changes on us and stuff like that, it's like, then it becomes completely unbelievable. I mean, because it was already like, people can't even believe the remote directed energy weapon or remote neuro weapon attacks. I'll drive down this street. Yeah, I see a one light car up here. Been getting a lot today. No, maybe not. Never mind. And that's one of the things too. It's like sometimes I know that it's just a one light car where somebody hasn't taken care of their light, but it mixes in with people who are actually doing it on purpose, who actually work for Citizens Corps or Guard. And a lot of them will have military license plates like Air Force or Navy. Yeah, I really got to get my car fixed. I just got to get a new car because I fixed my front wheels. It tends to like fix it for a little while, but then it just kind of messes up again. So I think I got something with the front, like the I don't know much about cars, but I think what did they say, it was the bearings on like the right wheel are messed up. And here's a one light SUV right there. It's a lot of SUVs, you know, black and tan, and they're always really, really well taken care of. It looks like the people wash the cars every week, you know, and then they come by with one light to intimidate, to stalk, you know, so that we'll tell people about it. And I know, well, you know, I still want to tell people about it and just document it. Document more and more evidence, just show the frequency of how much this stuff happens like I used to. I don't know if I'll be doing it as much as I used to, but you know, it's good to get out. Like, I'm very isolated and I stay in my house. I do go run errands and stuff like that, but I want to find more reasons to kind of, I don't know, that's a tough one, because I was thinking about it last night, and like, I have to stay by the ZVS driver and kind of keep my grounding on and everything like that. And it's kind of, it's like I'm kind of trapped a little bit. You know, the defenses kind of make me have to stick around them for a while, and I can go out a little bit during the day, but if I go out and I, you know, don't stay in and use my defenses, then I usually feel worse. But it's kind of the it's the lesser bad, right? You know, kind of sticking around my defenses and feeling better. It's better than like getting torn up from the torture to the worst degree and not being able to do anything, you know. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna end this video. I just kind of wanted to, you know, do a little on the road with Kyle. I'll probably do a live stream today, going over some information. I had a lot more gang stalking, like right after the bank. I had a ton of gang stalking. Then I like kind of pulled out my camera, getting ready to make a video, and it subsided a little bit. So maybe that's something that we should think about. Maybe have your camera ready to get evidence and see if that you know, see if that makes a difference. See if maybe your microwave attackers or your surveillance, the people surveilling you, send a message to DHS Fusion Centers that you got your camera ready. You know, most of the time it doesn't make a difference. I don't know, it could just be the time of day or whatever. It's like sometimes it's really bad, and then sometimes it kind of lays off me a little bit. So let's just drive down this street. I really hope you guys are doing well. Just trying to think of productive stuff to do. Looking up information. Oh, there was a one light. Y'all saw that? One running light on that. Not sure what kind of car that was. Okay, here we go. This black SUV coming up. I'll see a one light right there. It's a lot of, and then this white car, white truck, one light. Got a lot of information, a lot of articles, and even this is cool. This is really cool, guys. I've even got some articles that my mom is sending me. Like my mom and my grandma is cutting out articles about surveillance in the paper. Like my grandma, who is 90 years old. So I want to kind of get to some of those things. You see that one light, red car, one light. Truck right there. See a truck like that that's kind of beat up, I can be like, oh yeah, they may not have fixed their light. Some of these pristine cars, it's just, there's no way. And then I'll come across cross sections like that light right there, and there will be like an SUV kind of at the front of the line, and they'll have like one light. So when I'm like crossing streets, I'll see it a lot. The worst thing is I've gotten like 2 tickets from the automated light changes. I guess they can get away with that because if it's automated, I mean they're specifically changing it for a targeted individual in the area, but they can just be like, well, the lights, we change them automatically and it just changed. You know, that's what all this crap is about. It's about doing the worst, like most illegal stuff. See this one light truck. Who do they work for? Looks like they work for Jerry Lane, like a car place. Okay, guys, I'm getting to 15 minutes, but I will talk to y'all soon. I just wanted to kind of give an update on the road.